Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Back at it again. I'm back at it again. Shimoge here. Let me change the angle. Give me my lips are chapped, but it is what it is. Really, it's a consistent issue. It is what it is, huh? I'm a deal. Um. Yes. Anyway, I'm going to do something. I'm just sitting down here, trying a different angle to record. Um. Uh. Anyway, quick introduction. Given name Shimoge. Foremost nickname Moge. Government name Shimoge Chijoke Ibe. I have an alternate white structured name that's Shimoge Chijoke Ibe Ngoko. Ibe Ngoko was shortened to Ibe and went into my government name. I was born in Southeast Washington, D.C. in 1998, the first Capricorn season of that year. I currently live in Atlanta, Georgia, and that's where I'm seated right now. My matrilineal village is Ebem Mohafi, that's in West Africa, and the reference point village for my patrilineage is Alji Urat, also in West Africa. Two other facts about me. One, I like seeing birds. I like seeing birds. Not only birds, but I like seeing birds. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Two, I like lobster. I like lobster. Just another fact about me. Anyway, thank you for joining me here. Um, well, I'll just get right into it. Uh, Give me. I saw something strange out the window here. Um, Registered 13 viewers. 13 is the number of Izzy, the leader. Thank you very much. Every view is a blessing. I see 2 comments. Every comment is a blessing as well. Thank you. I read comments at my discretion. Please like, share, and subscribe. Every one of those is a blessing as well. And I see 2 registered likes. Give me 1 second. All right. Just monitoring my surroundings. Not because anything nefarious is happening. I just want to make sure that no one comes into the area and says something that wouldn't be appropriate on the live. That's all. I wouldn't even be attempting the live if this was a dangerous area. So the topic of this Greatest Man Alive segment is Dr. Umar Johnson once again. And I'm just going to go into it. You see, one thing that Dr. Umar's done a lot is these really telehealth live stream calls. I think he calls them Black Parent something like that. Usually, he's talking to someone about their child, and these will be about these things take place over the phone, as in that device where only the voice is projected. I just saw another one of those videos today because, again, you know, for me, I don't only watch things that are pleasant to me. I also watch videos that are about or put out by people I don't necessarily like or agree with, or even people that I kind of go back and forth on just so I know what's going on. I think this latest one I saw was particularly strange. It was on the King Kong Consciousness YouTube channel. Um, and then it just made me think, maybe I should comment on this aspect of it, because it's always been strange to try and give medical advice over the phone, where one, you can't even see the person you're talking to, and two, the subject of the medical advice, the child, is not present. Now, to be fair to Dr. Umar, from what he said in the past, maybe he follows up in person. So maybe that's a preliminary icebreaker. Okay. But it's just weird that he would show the preliminary icebreaker publicly instead of a final report, you see. Because all it does is give the public a vague and confusing beginning idea of a scenario. And because he's just one person, it's not a good survey of what's going on in the population. And then on top of that, we don't know who he's talking to really and how true what they're saying is. But then this particular call I saw, because again, he has other live streams where he talks to people via video chat. This one, it was via voice call. So, I'm pretty sure it was in the and this is another thing. A lot of times when you're contemplating what Dr. Umar does, as you think about it more, you're not sure what you just saw. Let me take a pause. Yeah, so based on the presentation, it looked like it was in the child welfare category of his content. But he was talking to an adult woman, and the woman was talking about a problem she had with her cousin. Um, She noted that the cousin had a lot of kids and, to her account, a messy relationship situation. And to be honest, she said some other stuff that made it hard for me to listen to the video. Um, I have to go back and watch it. I'll probably distill the video. I guess I have to go back, watch it, and take some notes, and then see what the most relevant things to say are. It looks like the ancestors are giving me homework. But long story short, I don't think that was a good presentation. Um, First of all, one hard thing with Dr. Umar is that clips of him appear all over channels that belong to other people, and he claims he has no connection to him, but he doesn't really have his own place of broadcast that you can go to look for full content, at least easily. I'll say easily, and I'll leave it at that. So it's hard to find full context. And then because of that, when he's talking about very serious issues with all due respect, random people, maybe they're not bad, but they're random, and it's over the phone, there's just no way to really see what's going on. So that's something to really look into. And then I don't think his consistency on those has been enough. To be honest, what it at least seems he's attempting there is more important than whatever he's doing in his interviews. Let me be more polite. I think because his credentials have been as a school psychologist, so that's someone who can look into. Let me get up. Forgive me. Forgive me, just had to go for a short walk. Um, what am I saying here? His credentials are taking care of the mental health of children. So we should see work primarily focused on that. And again, I'm not a proponent of the idea that anyone should have just one job or even one lane of focus, but that is what he's presented himself as having. But then he's commented on many other things. And again, I'll be honest, if overall he was doing better, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Because given the models of personhood we have in the world today and how limited they are, it's impossible for anyone to really present themselves perfectly. But given the full context or lack thereof of him and his work, um, it's not good that he spends more time, especially recently, talking about, um, I mean, quite frankly, various criminals and or the highest level electoral politics than he does talking about child health and child mental health. So he should spend more time in that lane where these teleconferences are happening. But then, he doesn't do them with consistency. And then when you see them, it's really just his image and him reacting to something that a voice has told him. So that's really not good enough. And a lot of the scenarios are wild. It's kind of, with all due respect, it's like shock jock stuff. And, you know, again, I haven't really heard anyone publicly say this, but it's not really revolutionary for me to say. But I'll just say it like this. I'm not even necessarily blaming people I've criticized. Let me just say, I'm not blaming the average person for not really talking about this because there's a lot going on in the world. Most of us don't even know Dr. Umar. And certain things he does are just so ille that you have to just decide whether or not to engage in a serious way. Um, but I just think there should be more discourse on this, and we should look into it. And as a side note, I think we should think about the rise of out of person health services. Because in the last several years, that's been something that's been on the rise. And I think that's something to look into. Obviously, there's some potential benefits as an emergency measure, but um, doing full health evaluations, um, out of person is obviously not ideal. Again, I want to say this as a disclaimer, even though I'm a person who's interested in helping people with their overall well being. And I mean, I've talked about different, um, I guess, health related topics and health related again, English, forgive me, modalities that I studied and looked into. I mean, I was pre med in college. I studied what people call Reiki. I got some degree of certification in there to the extent that's formal. And also, I've thought about things and researched things. But with that being said, I, I'm I just want to again put up the disclaimer. Um, uh, I'm not like any sort of classically trained medical health professional. I haven't been to medical school. Um, again, like not that there are not people outside of that particular lane that can help with health. Um, but again, I haven't done um, any long term high level training of that nature. You see. Um, and I just want to leave it at that. So I just want to make it clear. I don't, when commenting on health, I don't want to confuse people. I'm just saying that, based upon, um, just I guess basic knowledge, because obviously you can't the it's harder to understand someone um you know out of person, you see. So I think just things like that in the field of helping people with health, I think should be interrogated. Anyway, thank you very much. I have somewhere I want to go, but I just wanted to add that. Thank you very much. See you guys next time.